Mike's little brother Sean drowned in the family's pool while Mike was supposed to babysit him, which makes him feel guilty still to this day. Mike had been high when it happened, which adds to the injury and explains why he had been hesitant to accept the candy here. Shimeon also asks how they met, and Kate remembers fondly how on a rainy day, she had no umbrella and Mike came to her, offering to catch all the raindrops so she wouldn't get wet. When Mike finally wakes up, Simone shares that she lost her mother when she was a kid, and the two of them bond over grief and lost loved ones. Simone takes Mike's hand to comfort him, and when Kate sees them, she freaks out, thinking Simone wants to steal her boyfriend. Simone calls her attitude out, pointing out that Kate lashes out because she's actually an insecure person, which starts an argument. Mike yells at them to stop before walking away, thus Kate tries to apologize, admitting it was probably nothing that she saw, yet Simone fans the flames by saying maybe it wasn't. The following morning Mike isn't feeling well, but Kate is concentrated on other things. Simone is finally gone, but there's also a message from her on the wall on green crayon, thanking Mike for a wild night. Kate freaks out, not listening to Mike when he explains he didn't do anything and this is like the gun, something the room is doing to mess with him. In her anger, Kate pushes Mike to the floor, making him hurt his head and bleed. Mike steps away from her, reminding her that he's never cheated on her even when she moved to New York. He also stopped seeing his so-called rich friends not to make her uncomfortable and didn't finish college to stay at home with her when she was depressed, yet all he gets in return is jealousy. Crying, Kate continues to apologize, but their conversation is interrupted when Mike begins feeling dizzy from the wound. He truly thinks he needs a doctor, but Kate brings him some of the meal shake so he can put some sugar in his system and covers his wound with a towel, reminding Mike that the contract said they don't have allowance for medical intervention. Mike can't believe what he's hearing, and he starts wondering if Kate really cares. His wound turns out to be small and it eventually stops bleeding, but he is scared of how far she would have gone if it had been worse. Perhaps she would have let him bleed for money. Hating what this place has done to them and realizing money isn't going to fix how broken they actually are, Mike decides to leave, inviting Kate to do the same. Kate refuses though, pointing out it's easy for him to talk like this because he's always had money, and she even retrieves the gun to threaten him into staying. However, Mike ignores her and presses the button, finally leaving the room only a few days before victory.